Let's get start demo first. So this is same series of generic repository with unit of work, and here I implement product with pagination. So here this is a generic pagination which will I'll create it, and here if you try to get, let me try to get and execute, you will get the data with this total count, page size, current page, total page, and next page it is available or not, previous page also it is available or not, everything is available also along with the result. So this is a generic pagination which will implement in our this session, and you can use anywhere in your applications. Okay, so let's get implement. Before the implementation, I especially recommend go to my channel, and here you will see I just created first generic repository in this API, and then generic repository with unit of work, and also I just created generic extendable repository with unit of work. So first you just refer those things so that you can aware, okay, how we can create a good API with this generic repository with unit of work and extendable repository as well. And same example I will prefer. I especially recommend. Please watch first those session. So let's open same example which we have done. So what you need to do first? First you just create a generic pagination list. So how we can do that? Let me copy a folder. Let's call is common, and here just I need to create a generic pagination class which is extension method. So let me create add new class, and call it to pagination list, and .cs, enter. So now the class is created. What I will do over, I'll just make it to generic. So how we can do that? This is very simple. You have to pass that entity type, and what is that entity type is that list of entities. So you can just specify like this way. This is very simple. Then what the properties we required few properties which will cover in here, like current page, total page size, and total count. And then we have to also record that to property as well, like previous page is available or next page is available. So those property we can do over here, like has previous page. So if any previous page available, so it will allow just true. If it is not, then it will false, and also the same things will do in the has next page. Okay, so I just put some logic based on this. Actually it will handle the yes no, right? Okay, so what I need to do next? Next, I need to create a one constructor. So where I can initialize as an input parameter that list, generic list, and then count, page number, and size. Based on this, we just set up our value based on this the property input parameter. Okay, and then the final step I need to do over here, I need to create one method that is called is two page list, and it will be a static method which is refer whatever source you are passing over here. So this extension method will just pass it to that our source, whatever our iQueryable source we have to pass over here, then page number and page size. Based on this three property, what they will do, they will get the total count, and also they will get the get the data, and it will skip that whatever page size and number. Based on this, they just create and store in here and return back to you. Okay, so this is very simple and straightforward, and this query, whatever execute query, that will fire only here, not other place. So this will taking care, this is a very beneficial as well. Like you don't need to call first, you just get that escape, and then you conditions, other conditions. So you can just use this generic pagination extension method, so that easily you can use in your application whole whole the place. Okay, so let move to next. So pagination, generic pagination is done. Now what I need to do, go to your repository where you just get your data, and then you can just pass it to over here. So go to your product list, and here I will just create another method which will returning and those iCorable list, and based on the iCorable list I will use that pagination, and it will give to that thing. So first I need to declare that method. So let go to in here first I repository, I product repository. This is I product repository. I need to declare one method. Okay, so this is I declared over here and terminate with the semicolon, and I just created the same pagination list, generic pagination list, and pass it to our entity and create a method get all product, and I pass these three parameter which will coming from that UI, and that is done. Now go back to your repository, product repository, just implement over here. Let me implement. Now this is a implement default implementation. So what I need to do, I just remove that, and now I need to call our DB, right? So how we can call our DB? It's very simple. Just call our DB like that. We have a DB set, and in this I repository, if you go to that repository class, actually I define here that DB set, also my DB context. So both way you can just use that my DB context and then DB set, but yeah, we separately use that generic repository, so you can use this way. So I use that DB set, and in this DB set I have the all the DB set. Okay, and then finally what I'm trying to do, this I'm getting this product table, but product table has also relationship with this one to many of orders table, so that I am just trying to include, that is called actually eager loading. So if you're not aware that eager loading, so please watch my all the session which is I considered in my channel. So this is just based on the eager loading, I just join those two table, product table with this order tables. So this is first step, you just querying your data, and then what you need to do, I need to search there is a two things, right? One is passing this page and size, and then also passing the search item. So what I need to do next, I need to filter sub search as well. So just first condition I'm trying to do over here, just check if it is not null. Then what I'm trying to do, whatever our query, just find using that EF function. So this is also providing the entity framework. So using that EF function, I just pass that whatever the property you want to search. So I use that product name, and then product name I pass this like search query. And as well as if you want to many, like see this is a one, and if you want another property as well, like another property if you have in your table, so what you can do, just pass it to or, and you can use further that ef code and then pass it to over here. So that's fine, you can move modify as per your requirement. So this is done. Now finally I need to call that pagination list. So how we can do that, just create a where, and then store is a result, and then result would be await, and then our generic pagination class name is what, pagination, pagination list, and then pass it to whatever your entity. So my entity would be product, and then finally dot to page list which is we created. So see this is the extension method which is available here in this class. So I use this extension method, and here what I need to do, I need to just pass whatever our query. So this is iQueryable query, so you need to pass over here. Let me down so that you can easy to see. And then what I need to do, I just condition one condition I record over here, just order by ascending descending you can set as well based on your requirement. So I will pass it to x dot product id, which is should be order by always, so that the data should be consistent. And then the second in this extension method, second parameter is one is first is source, then page number and page size. So what is your page number? So you can just pass it to your page number, so which is getting from this as an input. So my page number would be this is my page number, and then finally as a page size. So what are the page size you want? So I want page size whatever as an input, I can pass it over here. That's it for this here. And then finally you can return this method whatever we are returning, whatever we filtering, so just return over here. So that's it, this implementation. This is very easy implementation. Whatever your query, you can just get it and you can just pass it to this generic pagination list. So this is a very simple way, and but it is very complex, right, to handle that pagination, first page, last page. So but this is the way we can easily handle. Once done your implementation, what you need to do next, you just implement this method, or you just call this method in your controller or your by a service, whatever, up to you. So what I will do over here, I'll just go to our product with the unit of work controller, which is I created in my last session. So please watch that one also first. So here what I will do, there is a one get call of endpoint of API. So I'll just create another get call, simply copy paste, and then I just differentiate over here with this paging. So get product paging, and then same thing, I'll just differentiate it get endpoint, so that we can avoid that error. That is done. Now it is done, and what I need to do more, I just pass our input parameter what we required from that user. So input parameter I required from page count, page size, and also search time. So let me pass over here. So this is very simple. And then what need to do next, just call that method. So I am using unit of work and get repository, whatever our product extendable repository, I just call over here and then pass to entity, and then simply I call this product repository with our that new method. So what is my new method name? Get product with pagination, and this is expecting those property, that call it page, and then first is page, then page size. So I'm just pass it to page size, and then finally as a search term. So I just make it to default value as well as optional value, so you can use it same, because if you not passing any pagination, so definitely it will give some error or something else. So please set it some default value that is required. So that is done. Now I get that result, and in here what I need to do, I need to get whatever a property in this pagination, so that I can retrieve over here. That there's a many way you can use imapper or something else, but here is a simple for demonstration. So what I will do, uh, I just create a simply metadata as a anonymous method, and whatever our result, so that I'm trying to get total page size and everything, and then finally result as well, and pass it to that result to our response. That is done. One things I need to do, that also I'll show you, that definitely will have some issue of that entity framework. So let me run first, or before that we have to just build. Let me rebuild, build succeed. Let me run. Now it's running. If you go to this product with the unit of work, so see, this is that endpoint product with paging, and it is default page and page size also I set. So let me try and execute. Also let me check I debugging point over here. Yeah, it is putting some debugging point, so that I can see execution, how is execution flow is going on, as well as I'll show you like whatever execution query is fired in backend. So that also will check like. So first let me execute. Now it is there, and also we'll get that default page size, default things, and as a system. And also when I execute over here, then let me debugging point here as well in our implementation. So fire over here, now it is reaching over here. Once you execute this section, Let me open here. See, nothing is execute. And now go to another section. Now in here, so once I execute this, so definitely it should be execute. And also see, this is the firing the execution query. So whatever our join with this product id and order y, they are execute and get those result. And finally I'll get the result over here, or no. So go to F10, go back over here. Now this execution completed. This is two execution, right? So this is one is a count and there's another select query with the join. And then what I will get over here, if you see, I will get the data, as well as if you will go to row data, you will get all the capacity, count, current pages, uh, next page, previous page, everything. So which is I store over here. Let me continue. You will get the data over here. Now see, this is a problem. So that actually I need to cover, like a possible object cycle detection. So this problem if you get, so that problem actually in our entity framework, if I using that product and that what is that product with this one to many relationship table, so that might be occur in your side. So this is a serialization error, nothing, because I get this data over here, but only just while serialization to print in our I action result. So that is actually throwing the error. So how we can fix that issue? So let me stop, and what I need to do, I need to one configuration need to happen in this program.cs file. So if you go to program.cs file and looking for a controller, so in this controller, or if you use this MBC application, so you have to get this controller with this view. So you can use that one also, but here is this API, so I will use this controller. And in this controller section I need to add one extension method, that is called this add Newton soft JSON. And this extension method you have to just pass it to here and just reference, you just add some reference which is coming from ASP.NET MVC Newton soft. So if it is not available in here, so what you need to do, you just install that package. So let me install that package. Right click on that web project, import, manage NuGet package. But ideally it should not happen if you conversion your entity. So I'm not converting our entity, that's why it's creating a problem. So I'm fixing as well, not an issue. So install this package, microsoft.newtonsoft, apply, accept. Now go back to your program.cs file, and here now you are able to see this one. And one other things you have to do over here, let me check now. First, if it is not fixed, then I will tell you that another options. So let me run. Go to your product within unit of work. Go to pagination, try, execute, and it is just continue this time. Now still is there. See, the problem has changed, but now it's saying self-reference loop detect this product and entity with the order. So now program little the error little bit change. So that how we can fix that? So one more option you have to do inside that whatever package we added and that extension method. So let me fix that. Go to that program.cs file, and here let me create inside here one options. It's of the provide the option lambda option lambda functions, and then it is a serialization setting, and then referring loop handling, and then passing to ignore. So these things you have to set so that actually it is ignoring while the serialization. Save it, stop, run. This time it the should go and get the result. So continue, 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 and let's see the result. Now I am getting the result, all the result, but I'm not getting that pagination information. So why? let me let me check. Okay, Now see, I'm getting this result. I'm just printing the result. That's why only just getting the result. But inside this result, we have a raw data which is provided all the other informations. So what you can do, just change it to metadata to your response. That's it. And let me fire one more time this endpoint. Try to get, execute, continue, continue. And now you are able to see the total count, page size, current size. So now I have current page is 1, total page is also 1, but I take a total count is 5, and then page has a next page is available, not available, also previous page is not available. That's because we have a limited data. But say when I change to 10 to 5, definitely I will get this more data. So execute this. Let me continue. Okay, it is executing successfully, and now see the result. Now it's have only just few results, so which is cover inside here. So what I can do, I can less record, like I just record 3. So definitely now it should be more pages. So I just want to show you that pages. Now see, total pages also 1, total count is 5, total page is 2. Now see, total page is 2, current page is 1. Now I have a 2 pages. Now first page is like 3 data, next pages have a 2 data. Also see, has next is true but has previous is false. Now let me change to 1 page to 2 page, execute. Let me continue, or just remove the debugger point, remove the debugger point. Now see, the total page is 2, and the previous it's up true but next page is nothing available, right? So that's why it is false. And now I'm getting 2 records, and if I pass this series is a third one, because third page is nothing, right? So let me check that one also. Let me third. Now see, total is 5 page is size 3, current page is 3, but total page is 2. That's why has next page is false, as previous is 2, but result is nothing, right? So this is our expectation, and now it is fine, working fine with this generic pagination. So that's it for this session, and keep tuning, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you.